So what does circular beauty mean to Adorn Cosmetics? I'm Bryony Kennedy, the founder of Adorn Cosmetics, and I started this brand 15 years ago now. Long time, grey hair, but loved every moment of it. Now, sustainability and circular beauty to me was something that I started, as I said, 15 years ago. It wasn't in vogue back then. In fact, probably a lot of people wondered what I was even doing. But for me, as a personal use of the product myself, really wanted something that sat with my ethos around minimal waste. Minimal waste to me means that if you purchase a product, you don't need all that fancy packaging on the outside. I don't want a box, I don't want a bit of plastic, I don't want ribbon, I don't want any of that. I just want to get the product. So for us, all of our products have been sold naked. So if you buy a serum, you get a serum. You don't get a box, okay? And that's one of the reasons we have made that choice not to sell in stores. It's been a big decision not to do that, but for us to help minimize our waste and our impact, let's not even make it to start with. Recycling is great if it can be done, but what's even better is if you don't produce it to begin with. So we've proudly never produced outside packaging for our products. They've always been packed to you naked. When you get your products, they are all delivered in biodegradable wrapping, which has come from a recycled source. And we even use biodegradable mailers. So everything is as sustainable as it possibly can be to get to you. Now, one of the things that I also introduced 15 years ago was refillable makeup and skincare, something that wasn't quite popular back then. If anything, there was no one even doing it back then, but I'm so pleased to say that there's so many thousands and thousands of people supporting the Adorn brand now that opt for a refill each and every time. The refills have saved a monumental amount of plastic simply because you've opted for a smaller sachet that you can dispense into your original packaging. One of the things that we've introduced in recent years, because it's become available, is a recycling program. So at a cost to Adorn Cosmetics, one that I'm happy to bear, because for me, I want to go to bed and not feel guilty about my purchases or guilty about the brands that I support, and more importantly, guilty about the brand I own. And that is that when you return your post-consumer waste, so when you do run out of something, maybe something you can't refill like a mascara tube, all of Adorn packaging can be sent back to us, sample tubes, sample jars, the refill sachets, absolutely everything can be sent back to us, and then we forward that on to TerraCycle, who recycles this into things like outdoor furniture, pots, etc., which is absolutely amazing. So circular beauty means to us, don't make it if you don't need it. Simple. Avoid making things you just don't need. That's the first thing. If you need to make it refillable. And for the things that can't be refillable, whether it's for a hygiene reason or it's just simply that you need to return or recycle the sachet, have an option to have those products recycled. Most standard recycling or curbside recycling can't recycle beauty waste, but we can through TerraCycle, and as I said, that's something that we're proud to support and to do. So for us, that whole circular beauty is about refillable, biodegradable, not making stuff at the very beginning, and of course supporting anything that's going to help minimize our impact around the environment. So that's why we're an online brand. We really find that way all of our products are distributed direct to customer. We're minimizing our impact around transport, sending products to distributors or to retailers. Everything happens from our Adorn brand and our Adorn head office. So it's about minimizing the impact around transport. It's looking at things like your products and your packaging as well. Like, is your packaging really heavy that you're ordering and you're producing, and are you having to use a lot of wrap to protect that to get to you? That's another consideration that some people don't think of. So if you're ordering a lot of glass packaging, although that's better for the environment, it's very heavy. It needs a lot more protection to get to a brand to fill it so that it hasn't broken. So there's a lot of these things you need to take into account. It's not a one size fits all. Every brand needs to do its very best, and it's really looking at that whole end-to-end solution, and that's something that Adorn is really proud of, and we hope that you're proud of supporting our guilt-free luxury brand too.